AAA says gas prices in Tucson are the lowest in the state, and that's because supply comes from pipelines underground. But for places like Green Valley, it has to be transported, costing more money. Of course, you could try dealing with allergies, but doctors say you have options like taking medications or nasal spray or a series of allergy injections. One of the things NASA wants to test on the recently finished space station is something called closing the loop. That's recycling air and water so it can be reused over and over again, allowing us to travel farther and farther away from Earth. Normally, Santa Claus flies in by helicopter, but this year he cruised in with a lowrider. When it comes to real estate in southern Arizona, there's good news and bad news. The bad news being that home values are extremely low. But that's good news for someone trying to buy a home. Sam's friends have already made t-shirts and flyers, and they're posting them up everywhere, including Facebook and Twitter.
It's kind of scary because you don't know whether you should leave.
Bob Van is one of many residents living in Tubac, where the Murphy fire continues to spread. He says at one point the flames too close for comfort.
It was something to see those planes dropping the chemicals and everything, because they were right in your, you know what I mean, they were right in your backyard.
The fire appears to be in multiple areas, moving south from Tubac where it originated.
This fire is continuing to grow. We do anticipate that it's going to continue to grow.
With more than 300 people working to put the fire out, just getting to the flames is a challenge.
We have ridges, we have, mountaintops that they come up, terrain that goes down into valleys.
Residents in the area say they're feeling safe, and they're showing their appreciation by putting signs up like this one.
Very thankful.
Michelle Martinez says with the help of firefighters, she doesn't worry.
They've been on top of it the whole time.
And Bob Van feels the same.
Oh, we told them many times how appreciative we were of them doing what they do.
In Tubac, I'm Jeff Westlake, News 4, Tucson. Swift water rescue training tactics. The Golder Ranch Fire Department takes a trip to the Gila River.
Every year, there's people that think that they can make it through the wash, and it allows us to practice as a team, so when that call comes, we are prepared.
Left.
It builds confidence in all of us.
In some cases, firefighters can't get to a victim, so they use something called a throw bag. That's when they throw a rope to someone and pull them to shore.
It's a very fast operation, and we need to get these victims out of the water as quickly as possible.
Fire Captain Will Seeley says every situation is different.
It just depends. Sometimes people are on top of their vehicles or they're stuck in their vehicles, and then we might have to walk out there and get them.
Should something happen, these firefighters will do what they can to keep people above water. But hopefully that day will never come.
If the rivers are running or the washes are flowing, stay out of them.
I'm Jeff Westlake, News 4, Tucson.
All of a sudden, I saw the truck, I guess a flat tire. He went in like that and then hit the car.
Drivers following a semi-truck on I-10 all of a sudden see tragedy unfold. The truck collides with a car and flips on its side, then bursts into flames.
All we could hear was explosions.
Witnesses say the truck driver tried to escape from the fire, but didn't make it out in time.
We got out of the vehicle, ran up to the truck, and the guy was moving, and I told my husband, somebody's gonna get him out of there. He was burnt bad.
DPS tells us another person died in the crash. Mixed emotion and confusion surrounds the scene here, and people say they can't believe what they just saw. And some people say they're grateful to be alive.
Yeah, it makes you think, like what it could happen at any time.
It's very sad. I can't even, words can't even describe it. I've never seen something like this in my life.
As emergency crews put out the fire and inspect the scene, burned images remain in the minds of eyewitnesses.
This is scary. When you see something like that, you pull over and you stop and you try to help.
Jeff Westlake, News 4, Tucson.
You hear the baby crying, like screaming, for bloody murder.
Michael Walker says he stayed the night at a neighbor's house, and in the morning when he woke up, the house was on fire.
The smoke, it was real terrible.
He says black smoke made it hard to see, and getting out was a challenge, but he wasn't thinking about himself. He was thinking about a baby trapped in another room.
I'm trying to find the door. I can't find it, so I run into the room. I punch out the window there, and then I reach back in, grab the baby, and I set him down outside on the porch right there, and then I help his mother out of the house.
After making sure the mom and her baby were safe, he ran across the street to his grandma's and called 911. As you can see, the home is a total loss, and neighbors in the area say they're glad someone was able to help.
I think it's brave because I wouldn't be able to do that.
That was very sweet and kind, and he just wanted to make sure that they were safe.
I think the young man that, from what I understand, helped the family out did a phenomenal job. You know, I'd like to shake his hand.
Everyone that was in the house fire is safe, but Walker's body is battered by scrapes and burns.
Big old deep cut, and then my whole body's like all burnt up. My ears, you know, my face.
I'm very happy that my grandson ended up saving 2 lives. If it wasn't because of him, they would be dead. They would all be burned in the house.
These right here are healable wounds. But life's not.
Jeff Westlake, News 4, Tucson.